What a journey and so much to share. Mark asked me to do this podcast, but I have to be honest, I'm more comfortable behind the camera. It's been more than 2 years that I've been involved in the preparation of the Heart of Arabia expedition. And who would have thought at that time that Philby's granddaughter would join us and become somehow my travel companion for the entire trip. And so grateful to be welcome in her home and received with open arms by her family. I really loved the moment where all the team reached the shore of Arabian Gulf. And in our first evening we were looking at that beautiful sunset. Each of us trying to find her own place and finding our rhythm. It took a little bit of time, but we managed pretty well. And there were so many things to think about it, like packing, the timings when we do that, when we have to wake up, finding the time to charge everything we need while driving, and so many other things, tiny details that sometimes take away more time and energy than one could imagine. And when you're taking photos, images, you want to have the time to find that spot to capture what you already imagine ahead. Slowly but steady, we build up a connection. As strange enough, I would discuss with Reem in the afternoon what she would share with Mark during their morning walk in the desert. So we just realize how connected we are talking about different topics. There was this day, Friday, we were reaching Ibrahim Palace. It's a very important landmark in Al-Hassa region. And it's the place where Philby took 105 years ago one of his famous black and white images. The place was closed, but somehow there was something in Reem that wanted to find that spot where her grandfather have been. And I felt so connected on a very emotional level with her, because that was a moment of wonder for her, a journey back in time. And it was an incredible chance to become part of this ongoing history. And that was the moment where we've been welcomed in an old school, open arms again. And I was impressed with Saudi hospitality. I had an incredible chance to photograph and take portraits, and even being asked to do it, mostly by the men. And they take really good care of their image, so they want to be in a photo, but they want to arrange themselves before. Another moment that was very important for me, it was when we visit the tree where Philby was doing a prayer with his companions. And again, there was something in that place, and in the way Reem did her own prayer, that touched me on a very personal level, because it was very intimate. And it's not always easy to photograph or to film in so intimate moments. So again, it was an incredible chance to reconnect with the history and with this journey and immerse myself. Everything was new to me. The country, the environment, the desert being used with the mountains, even the camera that I was using, the people around me. And slowly I realized that you get so fast, so familiar with everything. And your body, your physical body, it connects right away with the environment and with the surroundings and with the people, the Saudi people, the team members of the expedition. The camera offered me also the opportunity to concentrate in looking at different landscape. I used also the drone that provide us a completely different perspective when we look at the crater, for example, and another perspective when we went back and we saw that tree where Philby stopped. Maybe the only tree that where one person can find shade in the middle of the desert. And the chance to film those, I felt that I was almost part of the environment, of the landscape. And that's very powerful. And not to say I had the chance also to take a couple of night photography, and we were lucky to have the new moon that gave us the possibility to see so many constellations and shooting stars, and I could photograph the Milky Way. And even if it sounds like it's the same, but for the last 4 nights I photographed the Milky Way, and it's such a immersive experience of patience, of stillness. As you sit there and for one single photo, you will wait for 60 or 90 seconds and even more. And that's the beauty, when you feel that the sky is so close to you, and to have to photograph that, I think it's incredible, because it brings back memory, and one can share with the other ones what we experience and what we've seen. One thing is for sure, I will miss those starry nights, because even on the top of the mountains in the Swiss Alps, you will never have this 180% of complete darkness where you can see the stars. And the stories that we shared, the experience we shared, I think this is something that it's somehow hard to put in words. I feel more comfortable with writing, but I'm very grateful to be here and to capture this beautiful journey with an incredible team. We work pretty well together. And definitely I was very happy. We were lucky to have the 2 other members of the team for a couple of days, and impressed with Eleanor cuisine. She actually spoiled us. And to meet Florian, that drove one of the third car, it was also an incredible experience, as he told us so many stories living here for so many years that make this place even more alive, and you feel that you are part of it somehow, despite the short time that I'm here.